Pack your bags and come and get away with us to Las Vegas, baby. This is my second time in Vegas. I first visited last year, June 2023. But my oldest son has always wanted to visit. So I said, hey, why not? Let's go ahead and take a trip. So this trip was specifically for him. And I'm excited for him to explore and see what Vegas is all about. First stop after landing is picking up our rental. For this trip, I rented the Audi A4. I always wanted to drive in an Audi. It's actually one of my favorite cars since reading 50 Shades of Grey. For those of you that read it, you know what I'm talking about. And this was a nice ride. Maybe I should have stated this disclaimer at the beginning of this video, okay? This video is for those of you that are 21 and older. With that being said, we hit up Planet 13, the infamous Planet 13, which is a weed dispensary. If you ever plan on visiting Vegas and you are one to indulge in adult activities, check out Planet 13. Not only is it a weed dispensary, but there are also little shops and little places where you can sit and eat and just check out the scenery and the whole vibe. After our visit at Planet 13, we were feeling a little famished, so we decided to stop by Sugar Factory at the Planet Hollywood Hotel and Casino for something to eat. My son decided to get the wing platter of 12 wings, 3 different flavors, and I went with the Sugar Factory Specialty Burger. To get the party started a little bit, you know, I had to get me a drink. So I opted for the Sangria-rita, which was decent. It was decent and it did its job. After we ate, we walked around for a little bit, checking out the scenery before heading to our hotel for check-in. Here we are arriving at our hotel, the Golden Nugget. Now, I like the Golden Nugget for one specific reason. It is right off of Fremont Street where Fremont Experience is. I don't really care for staying on the strip because it's a lot of walking, and during this time of the year, it is extremely hot in Vegas. I'm talking 100 to 110 degree weather. So with the Golden Nugget, once you exit through the casino doors, you're literally right in the middle of Fremont Experience, and I like that a lot. I totally forgot to video our room once we checked in, but we were full and a little tired, so we chilled for a little bit, took a nap, and then later on that night, we went to the tank, which is the pool at Golden Nugget. There was a night swim event where, as you can see, people were at the pool dancing. We did have music, and it was a really nice vibe. I didn't get in the pool. We didn't get in the pool because we weren't dressed for the occasion. Our plan was to just stop by the tank for a couple of minutes before heading out to Fremont Experience. But I did sit down and put my feet in the water and capture the aquarium with these beautiful fishes. Here we are exiting out of the Golden Nugget Casino right onto the Fremont Experience. Now, the Fremont Experience is a popular entertainment destination. It features a light show, you can zip line, there's live entertainment, free concerts, casinos and bars, and also street performers. These young boys were my favorite performers for the night. Check them out. So I'm not going to show you the room because we were already settled in, and I'm pretty sure you know what that looks like. But I did want to show you all the view from our room. I wanted to pop this in for those of you that travel often. These are a must-have for your hotel stays. We are now heading out for our second day of festivities. So after grabbing breakfast, we headed to check in for our first day party. The first day party was at Daylight Beach Club at the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino. I purchased a package on Groupon, which consisted of 2 day parties and a party bus. had to come back to the car. It is extremely hot out there. The sun is high and it is blazing. It is currently 100 degrees here, which is a little cooler than it was yesterday. Yesterday it was up to 108. Because it's open and the only sections that have umbrellas providing shade, those sections are reserved for people that have paid for those particular sections. The only thing you can do is sit on the side of the pool, you know, with your feet in the water, but the sun is still beaming down on you. And I couldn't take it. So I experienced it for a good, I don't know, 20-25 minutes and came to the car. In about 10 more minutes, we are getting ready to get on the party bus, which is going to, I guess, take us around Vegas for about an hour and a half, and then drop us off to our second location. I have to see what this second location is going to be like, because I can't do the heat, I can't do the sun. Here we are getting on the party bus, and as you'll see, it was turned up from the moment we stepped on it. Pick it up. So this is what we're here for. Now we have arrived to our second location, our second day party at IU Day Club. Now, what I didn't know is that once we were dropped off to the second location, the second day party, we were on our own. So we didn't stay long because, yes, it was extremely hot, as the day party obviously is outside. We stayed about 10-15 minutes before we caught a lift back to the first location to get in our car and head back to the hotel. Once we got back to our hotel room at the Golden Nugget, yes, we did shower up and take a long nap because that sun wore us out. Later on that night, we checked out Container Park. We wanted to grab something to eat at the frat house, but it was closed. We got there a little too late. We did walk around the container park for a while before we went across the street to a food truck, and I opted for the chicken quesadilla and my son got a burger. As you can see, we were hanging out. So once we headed back to the Golden Nugget, we decided to go back out onto Fremont Street for the Fremont Experience. And lo and behold, we ran into a concert, a free concert to be exact. I'm not sure who the band is, but it was really, really packed that night. You know, I'm a sucker for beautiful nighttime city views. So this is what our view looked like at night. The next morning, we had breakfast at Casa El Desayuna, which is a Mexican eatery. I had the crepes combo, and my son had the waffle combo. Listen, the universe made sure we captured great content for this vlog. So a mariachi band came out and they performed for us. After breakfast, I dropped my son off to the hotel because according to him, he was tired and he wanted to sleep. So I took myself to a museum, the Mob Museum. And when I tell you the things I've learned, mind-blowing. So let's go inside and check it out. The Mob Museum is officially known as the National Museum of Organized Crime and Law Enforcement, and it is located in downtown Las Vegas. It provides a comprehensive look at the history of organized crime and its impact on America, particularly focusing on Las Vegas. Some of the key features includes exhibits and artifacts, true story crimes, such as narratives of notorious well-known mobsters like Al Capone, Bugsy Siegel, John Gotti, Lucky Luciano. There are also interactive experiences such as the crime lab. So in the crime lab, we got to perform an autopsy. We got to look at some bullets so that we can determine which gun was used in the crime. We also looked at crime scene evidence, looking at it under a microscope, really exactly how it's done in a crime lab in real life when they're, looking at different evidences to determine who is the killer, right? So, this was so much fun. I'll be honest with you. I've been to a few museums, but I have never been so intrigued and engulfed in the experience like I was at the Mob Museum. I also have a better understanding of the founding purposes behind banks, casinos, and businesses. So what I will say, all in all, many of the things that we enjoy and we utilize today in modern time were founded by the mob. Mob ties. Mob ties. Yes. So, and to add to that, the economy that we live in, that we partake in on a day-to-day, was literally built and founded on illegal terms. Okay? And this is why we have the FBI. This is why we have the crime division in the IRS. This is why we have different divisions within the government body. So this was, oh my God, this was absolutely amazing. I left there in awe. So whenever you visit Vegas, make sure you check out the Mob Museum. Once I was done at the Mob Museum, I went back to the hotel and got my son, and then we headed back to the container park so that we can finally grab something to eat at the front halls. Now, I was enthusiastic about going to the front halls because I did purchase a Groupon for $20 off of our meal. So our meal came up to about $36, and with the coupon, it went all the way down to $9.75. Don't sleep on Groupon. Later on that evening, around 7:30 p.m., we attended a show at the V Theater, The Mentalist. Now, it was a good show. It really was. But there was some biases that I noticed, considering that my son and I were the only people of color in a packed theater. But I'll keep that to myself. So, yeah. Let's see if I win. Womp womp. I didn't win anything. Time to go. $20 is my limit. All right. Last day in Vegas. I just came from the souvenir shop, picking up some things for people. You know, I always have to bring something back. But I am out here on Fremont Street. It's not hot. It's not a lot of people. We're going to be leaving in like another hour and a half. So that's a good amount of time to just sit out here and catch a final vibe before we leave. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the screen so you can see what it's looking like on Fremont right now. So as you can see, just a nice, peaceful, quiet vibe. Overall, I had a really good time. This is my second time here in Vegas. This trip was specifically for my son because he always wanted to come to Vegas, and I think he had a good time, even though I outpaced him because I'm used to traveling and moving and doing things. This is like his really first busy trip. So, but overall, it was really nice. As always, you know, good times. All right. Thank you all for watching. Until the next getaway.